Right, Peter.
157.
Or 157, good for you. Jerry.
157.
Right. Peter, let's hear it from you, please.
10 minus 8
10 minus 8 is 2.
times 75
Is 150
plus 7.
plus the 7, 157.
Yep. And you, Jerry.
Same way.
Peter, can I just look at your pad for a minute? I just want to have a look, see what his writing's like, being a doctor. Well, it's a lot better than mine, I can tell you. Yes, it's very, very neat and very good. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Okay, well, the scores are fairly neat at the moment, at least they are for Jerry. You are on 31, Jerry, and you are on 18, Peter. So that's what you're on. And now, Angela, you're on.
Yes, we're always reading in newspapers that the British are becoming more litigious. We're following the Americans in this, and that people will tend to sue for the slightest thing, but really the Americans still do have a march on us. So much so that the American bar recently wrote a pamphlet called 52 Reasons Why We Need Legal Reform, and they included in this pamphlet all sorts of daft things that people were suing for in America. For instance, there was a man who was on death row, and a book had been written about his life and his exploits. But he sued the publishers for $40 million because he said that it was bringing his name into disrepute and making it impossible for him to get a job. There was a student in a university who had been mooning. You know what mooning is, when you sort of bare your bottom at people. Well, he'd been doing this out of his student block window on the 4th floor, and he fell out. And he sued the university for not warning him that it might be dangerous living on the 4th floor. But there was a really daft one where a man who was a surfer went to court because during a surfing competition, he said someone else had taken his wave. And eventually the whole thing was thrown out of court because the judge said it was impossible to put a price on the pain and suffering endured by watching someone else ride a wave that was intended for him. There was just one more, and that is that a father actually was thrown out of court just to prove that, in fact, they don't always, in the American law courts, take these stupid cases seriously. A father who was asked not to smoke near the bench where the children were playing Little League baseball sued the Little League for what he said was pain and distress to him. But in fact, the judge threw the whole thing out. Him and his lawyer were fined $1,500 for advancing arguments that are frivolous and without any legal foundation. So maybe if that catches on in America, we'll all stop being so litigious and go back to being full of common sense.
Indeed. Okay, well, that is at the end of part 1, so part 2, of course, follows very soon. So what I'll say here is just this. Sue you. Thank you. Well, back with us again, and position is as follows. Jerry Pierce, champion on 31. Peter Ritchie, good challenge coming in from you, Peter, on 18. So let's go straight back to you, Peter, for some letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you. T.
And another.
C.
And another.
L.
Vowel.
E.
And another.
O.
Consonant.
L.
Vowel, please.
Another vowel, Peter. That's E.
Consonant.
M.
And another consonant.
And a consonant, thank you. And that's S.
And that's where we start the clock. Yes, Peter.
6.
6. Jerry?
6.
Jerry, 6.
Closet.
Yes, closet. Peter?
Molest.
And molest. Molest and closet. There are 6 here. Yep.
And we got half a dozen over here, omelettes.
The American spelling.
Oh, come on. What's the American spelling of omelettes, for goodness sake?
O-M-L-E-T-S?
Oh, what? Omelettes.
Omelettes.
Well, what's the English spelling then?
With T-E at the end.
T-E. Right.
Yes, French.
Sounds more like French. Yes, the English spelling is French. All right, well, six points cleanly and nobly attained there. 37-24. Round 6 it is. Jerry.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Jerry. P.
Another consonant.
N.
A third.
And F.
And another.
Z.
Another.
Another Z. T.
A vowel, please.
I.
Another vowel.
A.
Third vowel, please.
E.
And a consonant.
And a consonant, which is T.
And with that countdown in the frame, time to start the game. Yes, Jerry.
7.
You got 7, Peter?
7.
Okay, Peter 7.
Patient.
Oh, he's got patience. That's terrific. Great.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Also patient.
Well, you two seem to be sitting back, enjoying the scenery.
Well, we were, because we got patient, but we also suddenly had a brainstorm, or not, I didn't, Mark did, had a brainstorm on the previous one. There was an 8-letter word in there, which we all missed. Telecom.
Telecoms.
Telecoms. Right.
Yep.
Yep.
It's in common English usage now.
Yeah, it is now, yes, it is. It's fact of life now, isn't it? Telecoms, yeah. Right, well, that would have been last round, but in this round here, we come now to 44 and 31. 3 rounds to go. So, Peter, last letters for you, please, sir.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Peter. I can get this out of the box. It is S.
And another.
W.
And another.
And G.
Vowel, please.
I.
And another.
O.
And a third.
I.
Consonant.
T.
And the consonant.
V.
And
The other channel,
a
IT.
vowel, please.
And a vowel. And U.
Thank you. This is round 7. Peter.
4.
4. Don't say swig. You're going to say swig? That's right. Jerry?
5.
5. What's the 5?
Visit.
Well, you're the 5, Jerry. Not about Angela. What have you got?
Well, we had gusto and visit, but nothing more adventurous
No.
than that, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, that brings the letters to a halt, actually, in a bit disappointing fashion. We've just got the scores then. 49 and 31 it is. So we need some numbers from you, Jerry, please.
1 large number, please, Carol. 5 small ones.
And 5 small ones. All right, Jerry. Let's see what we have, shall we? It starts with 9 and follows with a 7, 5, another 9, 8, and 100 this time from the top row, of course. And the target is 844.
Well, you've got the 100, you've got the 8. What about the 44? Let's see.